My name's Justin Miller. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sensear. Sensear is an award-winning hearing technology company. You can probably tell by the accent, we're a company that's domiciled in Australia. We have a sales and marketing presence here in California. Essentially, our technology is primarily about noise suppression, but also speech enhancement and the need to communicate in noisy environments. To give you a quick synopsis of our value proposition, again, it's about communicating in high noise environments where today communication in these environments proves difficult and unsafe. It's unsafe to an individual's health. Things I'll touch on here a little later in terms of how big a problem it is. Why we're unique? If you look at what's available in terms of noise suppression today, we have the standard, and this is from an industry standpoint, we have standard earplugs. We have what Bose have brought to the market with respect to active noise cancelling headsets. We do that, but we do some more. We've got speech enhancement. You're probably familiar with hearing aids and this type of technology in the marketplace today. We've also got Bluetooth cellular headsets, which provide some form of speech enhancement. We're about bringing all that together, and what we've developed is Sense technology. Sense technology allows you to hear speech in isolation in high noise environments. So effectively what we're doing is at a greater distance, 1-2 metres, is processing the speech out of the background noise and allowing you to effectively communicate in high noise environments. So why was it invented? Well, the need's pretty simple. For us, people working in high noise environments remove their hearing protection in order to communicate. I think Seth provided me a fantastic segue in his presentation today. There was a military guy with a headset on and a guy absolutely yelling at him to try and communicate with him. So in that sort of environment, he was connected to his two-way frequency, but he couldn't actually communicate to the people around him. So we're about bringing all that together and allowing people to communicate in any way they need to in a high noise environment. How safe is it? Regulation's 85 decibels, which is not actually that loud. If you're in the room beside us today, when we were trying to do networking, it was actually higher than 85 decibels. So this is a regulated level that you must wear hearing protection. We've tested in many different environments, and as soon as 8 hours exposure here, right up into an entertainment venue, where 30 seconds exposure is doing damage to your hearing. It's a significant problem. So what is our aim? Our driver is to prevent noise-induced hearing loss. It's an incurable illness, but it's a preventable illness, and this is the important thing to recognise. And to give you some fast facts here, nearly 40% of all hearing loss in the developed world is attributable to noise, and noise from the workplace. I think that's significant. It's a disease that is costing billions and billions of dollars and having a huge impact on our economies and productivity and compensation costs. I'll give you a quote. This is from one of our trial companies, a Global 500 company. They spend billions on trying to engineer noise out of their workplace. Their incidence of noise-induced hearing loss amongst their employees is still on the up. So ear defence is regarded as their last bastion. The market for us is essentially anywhere there's high noise and the need to communicate. We differentiate between speech and noise. The solution, this is my Steve Jobs moment, is our unit, is our device, is effectively an earplug device that allows you to communicate in noisy environments. So I remain protected with my earplug. Speech and noise hits the microphones on my earpiece, send it down. We process the speech out of the background noise, suppress the background noise. We don't eliminate the background noise. From a safety perspective, it's still important to hear the crane coming from that direction or the forklift coming from that direction. So we suppress it to a safe level, and then we promote speech over the top of it. So this is what it's all about. It's about situational awareness, and it's about the need to communicate. And it's unconnected. So you walk up to me, I'm going to hear you. But importantly, this also allows, this is Bluetooth to my phone. So again, phone rings, press the button, I answer it. I get a clear signal into my ear. Importantly, my voice being filtered through the microphone on my ear, sent back down the phone so we can have a clear conversation. The person on the other end of the phone is not getting the background noise either. And importantly, a two-way. We allow two-way connection into here. This becomes a push-to-talk function, and again, my voice picked up on the ear. So all three forms of communication allowed in our product. This was very important because what we did is we engaged industry very early. If we go back to January 2006, this is a site in Alcoa. Our first proof of concept set in something the size of a refrigerator, and over the space of the next 2 years, what we've ultimately produced is a product, final form and design, that was designed in consultation with the industry. We've designed something that they wanted. Their first point, they wanted to be able to communicate freely if anyone walked up to them. Got it. They wanted to be able to talk on their cell phone without taking the hearing protection off. Got it. Wanted to be able to talk on the two-way without taking the hearing protection off. Got it. We also allow connection to an MP3 player. It's not widely advertised, but some people such as truck drivers didn't need that. We got it. And with their help, we designed a product that's now getting very positive customer reaction. We launched the technology in Europe and in Germany last year at the world's largest safety trade show. We launched our products in Australia in April this year, and we've now appointed global distributors and resellers, having actively completed extensive trials with a number of large companies, some of there that you'll recognise. Probably one closest to home is Boeing. The product's now being used in the 777 production line up at Boeing for their supervisors. We're now shipping orders across the world, and indeed our first 2 months of sales have generated $250,000 in revenue for us. Importantly, that represents about 50 odd customers. What's invariably happening with the new technology, even Boeing, 5, 10 units at a time. We're now customers like Kenworth, who place an initial order of 3 and now placing a reorder of 100. So I guess our business becomes real over the next 6 months as we seek those reorders. But a lot of initial interest. It's a big problem. Our pricing structure is relatively simple. We have the unit priced at $550 for the Bluetooth unit. We have a unit that also has non-Bluetooth, which just allows face-to-face and normal two-way connection. And then we have an ongoing supply. So it's, we have a replaceable ear tips, soft foam or silicon. So we've got a recurring revenue stream for all these customers. So it's not sell once, we sell many, and we continue. And over time, as these are the only things certified to run with this unit, it's an incrementally increasing revenue stream for us. Our future roadmap, we want to leverage global and industrial commercial opportunities, expand our sales force across not only the US but Europe, which are the biggest areas for us. We're launching the technology in an earmuff in Anaheim in September. The world's largest annual safety show, NSC, is held in Anaheim. We're launching our earmuff range. Across all industries, hospitality is a big area for us in terms of our growth. Bar staff, these sorts of people are some of the loudest environments we experience, in fact right up to 140 decibels in some instances. Protect them, allow them to communicate. Industries that haven't had the ability to wear hearing protection because their basic means of doing business is communication. And consolidate our brand positioning. Interestingly enough, we're exploring industry partnerships. So things like cochlear implants, who struggle with background noise, these types of areas, and including the convergence with iPhone and integration with keeping your earbuds in. Our technology has a solution. And indeed, exploring the consumer product launch. We'd actually trialled someone at our networking stand, gentleman sitting over there. Indeed, what we have is not only ability to prevent hearing loss, but also treat that same illness in that we're suppressing background noise and promoting speech. So where people that really start to have an issue with their hearing loss will more often than not find that out in a high level of background noise in a social setting. So we're looking at how our technology can be adopted in the consumer space, which is a big secondary market for us. The team, this is my third technology startup. My first one was listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, an IT services company. We have extensive experience with our inventor, Swedish, a number of patents with Ericsson, right through our sales team and our marketing expertise based right here in California. Our projections, all I'll say about this is that our 3-year projections are based on getting 3% of the current $1 billion passive protection market in 5 years' time. And in the consumer space, less than 1/3 of 1% of the $8.4 billion per annum hearing aid space. So in summary, we have a world-first technology. We're solving a deep and growing problem. We've got multiple markets we think we can introduce this product in, and importantly, we're actively out in the market now. So thank you very much for your time.